Hello and thanks for checking out ChartGuys.com. We're proud to be one of the most successful technical analysis communities online, teaching you the skills to become a more confident, effective, and informed trader. Join our community of hundreds of analysts worldwide working together to learn the charts, generate profit, and achieve financial independence. Sign up for a 1-week free trial, no credit card required, for access to daily live chart analysis and market coverage, a thriving chat community, along with dozens of hours of exclusive educational materials. We look forward to seeing you. Let's check out some charts. Hey everyone, checking in on Twitter GoPro X CHK daily weekly time frame. So Twitter bulls trying to bounce again. We do still have our low of support of 1567, and this is a higher low at 1577. It is a bullish reversal candlestick. We have not been able to convincingly confirm a bullish reversal candlestick since we have hit the low. So we've seen a couple green candlesticks, but no real solid follow through. We're on the verge of a bullish MACD cross. The exponential resistance has been rejecting the price for the past week, and we have to see the bulls follow through with our little higher low and then hit that higher high by breaking 1636 and trying to get this oversold bounce with some momentum, as right now we're just trading sideways. Weekly time frame, inside bar. We'll be able to watch that tight range next week for a break. And if we do see a bounce, we have to anticipate it's going to be short term because we are now we have lost the uptrend. We broke the higher low pattern. So every time that changes, I then look for lower highs and lower lows to begin forming. So on the weekly time frame, we could still see a nice bounce. We could, for all we know, we could see a 10% bounce if the right momentum is there. The market is a bit shaky. Obviously, we have to factor that in as well. But just would be looking for a short-term oversold bounce because the bears made a significant statement responding to those earnings. GoPro is still consolidating, now filling the gap. Not a lot of support in this range. Close at the low of the day on the middle Bollinger Band, and we're looking at $9 psychological. The 200-day moving average support will be around $8.90 on Monday, and the gap fills all the way down at $8.38. This was a bearish entry once we broke this low, because once we broke 958, we had a lower high and a lower low, and it's been nothing but weakness since then with a bearish TCG cross and now a bearish MACD cross. The weekly time frame has rejected from the 50-week resistance for the third week in a row, and the close at the low of the week will have me watching this weekly middle Bollinger Band. We have not backtested it yet. After all of these rejections, the bulls have to hold that backtest, and if we were to get there pretty quickly, if we were to drop down to that level next week, that would be an area to be looking for the bounce to potentially begin playing out. But that would require breaking our supports, these moving averages, and dropping down towards filling this gap. So definitely keeping an eye on the weekly time frame and that middle Bollinger Band. CHK on the daily, bullish reversal candlestick, inside bar as well. Must see confirmation, which we have not seen all of August, and we must break 401 and see a solid green day, ideally closing over exponential resistance to give the bulls some kind of momentum. Oil saw a bull break today. Natural gas is forming a higher low on the daily time frame, so there is some potential to see some short-term upside, and I say short-term because we are fighting the trend if looking for an oversold bounce. You can also take a step back and look for a bearish entry once the bulls tire themselves out. Didn't quite get a bullish reversal hammer on the daily time frame, so it's no bullish reversal candlestick here. Bears still in full control, but the daily chart showing the first sign of a potential bounce. X on the daily time frame, higher low trying to be established at 23.35. The low previously was 22.94, so a nice lower wick. It is a bullish hammer. Bulls need to see a green day on Monday to head back up towards our resistance of 24.95. And if we were to lose this higher low pattern, that would be a red flag for the bulls, but the bulls are maintaining control. Still an ugly weekly chart. I said in the last video, just not liking the strength and the time it's taken to see this kind of bounce. Upper wicks of profit taking. Just not a convincing weekly chart, not the kind of momentum that the bulls would like to see. So I am very skeptical of X bullish on this weekly chart, but there are some signs that the bulls are here on the daily chart. So as long as these higher lows hold, bulls can have their sights on some continuation. But if we see this higher low pattern break, I'm going to be looking right back to that weekly chart and the weakness that is there. And that's that. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.